What is happening? Welcome to another pitcher video breakdown. My name is Nick Pollock, and yes, the return of Shohei Ohtani. Yes, he's an opener right now. Yes, he's going to be limited a bit. It's really tough for teams where you have one Ohtani or two different Ohtanis, all that kind of stuff. Fine. But let's just see. Is this the old Ohtani? Is this the guy that we remember from before? So we're going to watch it. Here we go. So first pitch out of the gate is 98, but it's a sinker. Remember that. It's kind of interesting. There's another one. That is actually pretty good sink. I really dig that. 98 miles per hour. That's cool. The metrics that we have here is that Ohtani is not really a massive extension guy, which is fine. But he does have hard velocity. He does have good movement on this sinker. And the thing that actually is most interesting about the nerds, the stats of the nerds that everyone hates, and there's a sweeper, by the way, and that's, by the way, a really nice one, 86. He actually had that 36% of the time usage, which is typical for what it used to be, except that it was up to 45% at 50% at times. We'll talk about that later, but what us nerds love, and boy, that is a terrible pitch. I don't know what it was. It was some fastball 98 or so. Is that is a 98 mile per hour four-seamer. Does not have the same drop as the other one, right? That's a four-seamer straight. And the nerds, what we love is a thing called height adjusted VAA, okay? And if you don't know that, if it's the first time coming to the channel, look, it's very simple. When the pitch comes in, it's either at a steep angle or a flat angle. The flatter it is, the harder it is to hit upstairs. Essentially, whatever the angle of the pitch is, the bat needs to match it to get the most opportunity, the highest opportunity to hit the ball. But when you throw upstairs, bat angles are tilted. They are not flat, but they are flat downstairs. They're low, right? If you do a bat, you're going to go like this. But if you go upstairs, you're going to go like that, right? So flat fastballs are good upstairs. Ohtani, a very flat one. All right? It's very flat. It would have so much success if it's upstairs. But look where it is. What are you doing? Ohtani, this entire game, his four-seamers were here, which is okay. At least it's not here. It's actually a typical thing of the Dodgers to actually do this. Yoshinobu and Yamamoto, I'm looking at you. You should be just soaring over here with your four-seamers, but fine. Whatever. You save it for two strike counts, I guess. But Ohtani, I think, really can benefit from it, especially if he has the sinker coming underneath. Oh, man, that would be really fun. So that's something I'm going to be monitoring a lot to see in the development of Ohtani here. But anyway, 3-2 pitch, 99. Oh my gosh, you got it inside. Is it going to drop? Yes, it is. Okay, it's a blooper. All right, unlucky there. He got it inside enough that honestly, if it was the sinker, it probably doesn't happen. Just saying. And the four-seamer, actually, you know what? Let's watch this one more time. This is a four-seamer again. Right? Look where it is. If it's up here, that's not a single. Just saying. Okay. All right. Man on first. Nobody out. You got to get out of this. Oh, boy, that's a bad one. And that actually hit the umpire's foot. So now he's on second. I don't understand this swing. I remember seeing this live and going, what is going on? This is Luis Ariz, one of the best contact hitters in baseball, swinging and missing on a horrific decision. Like, you just normally don't see that. And maybe it's the fact that it's coming across a bit to get to here, right? Ohtani's going to be more starting over here and that pitch lands over here. But that doesn't have like that cut action, you know? Strange. And that's a really fun thing to play off of that. He just made himself look idiot, look stupid, look dumb because he saw this thing and swung at it. So now it comes back over and that's just dotted. I don't quite believe that he tried to. I mean, maybe he's trying to be up here, but yeah, I know. I take it back. He was sliding over man on second. That's why he didn't move over there. You got you got the best thing ever. Oh my gosh. One more time. This is so beautiful. Look. Oh yeah. You know me. I love that glove. Love it. 1-2. What do you throw here? You throw another fastball. 100. Flames are going crazy. Look, I gotta say, Dodgers, you gotta have the 100 flame graphic. All right, you didn't have one. It just showed up. It's like, oh, I'm 100. Hi, I guess. Okay. Nah, man, we need that. We need the fox fire. We need it back. Okay, so sorry, 2-2. And there is the 89 mile per hour slider sweeper. Okay, So I do want to talk about this quickly. When Ohtani is cooking, and when I really mean like back in the day cooking, there are 4 things he does. Okay? 4-seamers, sweepers, splitters that are still around and do things against lefties, which is cool. But one of the things I really enjoyed about him is that he actually had this bridge pitch, slider and cutter. And I think it's a really necessary thing for him because the 4-seamer has been hittable as he doesn't get it up here. The splitter, it can be an effective put-away pitch, but it isn't always there as a strike pitch. And sweepers are not the best pitches to throw to opposite-handed batters. It goes into them. And it's just generally known it's not as good. Lefties to righties, it's actually kind of weird with these low arm angles. We're seeing some sweepers be effective more so, but especially righties to lefties, not as good. This kind of pitch at 89, but maybe 90, 91, that is a tighter break to it, but you can get strikes with, would be a major, major improvement for Ohtani. It's something I don't expect to see now because it's still early in his return, but in time. All right, and there is 2-2, and we see a sinker again. It's down. We haven't seen a fastball over here. We didn't see a splitter go. He fouled off the slider, which, by the way, I will say, does showcase in this one. I mean, this is something really to note. This is a pretty hittable pitch, and look how out in front he is. He's falling over because he was so out in front. And if he's looking for this pitch, that ball ain't going foul. That ball is going to play, or maybe not in play, if you know what I mean. Okay? So, what should that mean to Ohtani? Oh, right. He's going for a fastball at 2-2. So, don't give him a fastball at 2-2. Even after this one, he's not going to change to this thing now. I would say throw a splitter off of this. I mean, maybe you don't have the feel for the splitter. Fine, throw a sweeper. Don't throw a fastball. Because even though this is a really good one, right? There's lots of drop and coming back, and maybe it's going to be called strike 3. It won't be called strike 3 as a rise. He's able to slap this to center. And it's those little kinds of pitch decisions that really do change things. That is a first pitch sweeper. Free real estate. Thank you so much for your real estate. Foul out of play. Fine. 0-1. 99 away. And, 9 away, it's fine. Good take there from Machado. I do want to note something really quickly. Okay? I hate this. This is I actually have a huge gripe. I'm gonna just do a whole thing here about this stat. Okay? I firmly believe we should not be grading pitches on result stats. And what that means is pitches that end at bats or plate appearances is really what I should say. So when you see an opponent average of 146, don't get me wrong, that's great. That is really good. Batters can't get hits off of it for the most part. Okay. But what's the context of that? Right? And actually the context is good here. And you need more information of it. But on its own, opponent average, well, maybe he doesn't throw it in 3 ball counts. It throws it in 2 strike counts. And that means that it will return more strikeouts. But let's say you throw a pitch in 0-0 and 0-1 counts or 1-1 or 3 ball counts and you don't throw 2 strike counts. That opponent average is going to be way higher because even if he does get a whiff or a called strike, it's not going to count to opponent average because it didn't end the plate appearance. So the only times it would in those is if it's in play, right? And that's such a huge difference maker. This sweeper is used so much in 2 strike counts. It had a ton of strikeouts. It was the most strikeout pitch for Ohtani. So of course this is going to be a low opponent average. Drives me nuts. Really, when you grade a pitch, it's about what kind of contact does it allow when it gets hit. Is it that 2 strike pitch? Then we should grade it differently among other 2 strike pitches. Is it a called strike offering? Is it all around really good? I just hate that one. That's all. I hear that constantly about like the slugging allowed on a pitch or something, or like it's OPS or WOBA allowed, and you don't understand. WOBAs will be higher on pitches that are thrown more often in 3 ball counts. That's why fastballs are. Okay. Anyway, there's a good sweeper way. Oh, you got the. I'll focus on this one again. 1-1 after the fastball away 99. Good sweeper. Look at the glove coming. Here it is. Oh, there it is. Nice. Good job. 1-2. You got to throw that again, right? Absolutely. And go farther out. And here's the thing. They checked this at first. Okay? And what do they say? No! He went. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Ohtani, you're right. You're right. That was 100% like the most egregious non-strikeout call on a check swing down that I've ever seen. The guy clearly missed it and just assumed it wasn't. Bonkers. So 2-2. No, you throw it again, man. You keep throwing the dang thing. I'm sorry. He's on the heater. I'm not giving anything but sweepers to him. Look at that terrible swing on 188, and he pokes it to right field. And yes, it's a sac fly, and that is a run. He should have struck out. This is really close, by the way, like absurdly close. Good angle, good slide there and everything. But man, super close. Fine, you're allowed to run. Okay, and there's a nasty sweeper. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, Gavin Sheets. Oh man, you thought that was in the nitro zone. The nitro zone's over here. That's down. That's just really nice. And the thing is, that 84 is different than the 89, right? Like, we know that. So let's get that actually distinguished and understood. Because I think the 89 version is the one that we might see a lot. And I think that will be a good, effective thing against lefties. He's trying to do... Ooh, okay, so hold on. This is supposed to be away, first of all, which I don't really love, honestly. Sinkers away to batters, to lefties. Generally not good, but Gavin Sheets is a guy that really wants to pull things, so that might be something that comes off the end of the bat, or he'll roll over it. If you're aiming down here for this, which is fine. I just hate going away because essentially this is really dangerous, and it's just not really that great of a game plan. This is a complete mistake. The glove goes across the other end. It's off the plate, and he still gets it. What? Is that a makeup for the swing and miss before? I don't know. There's a bad pitch. That is a bad pitch at 86. That's 0-2, middle, soft, which is what Sheets should be expecting here. And I think he was, and he just missed it. Right? I throw it again, but now you throw it under the zone. Yeah. Oh, we went to the splitter finally. There's, I think, the only splitter we see this entire time. And that's a good time to use it. Except, honestly, I think you need to establish a fastball above first. I think right now Sheets is expecting something slow again. And that means that the splitter won't work. Because he sees low, he's going to say, let it go. Right? So see 1-2. Let's see what we get. Yeah, you got to go back to 99. Okay, but you keep tugging the thing. Ooh. Vicious. Good take there from Sheets. But again, not really that close. And 99 gets him. Okay. So we are seeing a lot of misses glove side from Ohtani with heaters. And I think that's just because he's too amped and it means his arm is getting out too quickly. Oh my gosh, another call in the same spot too with that sweeper. Good first pitch sweeper. And honestly, I mean, it makes sense, right? Man on second. What's the thing you do? You do not give in a fastball. You give a secondary pitch. That is the book. 96, no swing there. That's a good one for him to roll over. Good at one at 0-1. I like it. And there's the same idea with the sinker, and they expected Bogarts to ground out on it, and he got him. Shohei Ohtani. Zoom in. There he is. He's back. I'm excited. He obviously has the velocity. That's one of the major things that we were curious about. He has that. Command is always the last one to come, is what they say. And yeah, he's been tugging them too far to the left. That will get better over time. Oh man, Ohtani, if somehow you hear this, someone in the Dodgers, just get that four-seamer upstairs. Just really make him focus on that. I can't express it enough just because he also has a lot of things that go down and doesn't quite work otherwise. He could be so untouchable. I really hope he does that. All right, that is it for today. If this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe because, my gosh, we're so close to 10,000. How have we not gotten to 10,000 yet? We got a lot of fun debuts and all these things to watch this week. So we're going to be watching more games. But until then, my name is Nick Pollock of Pitcher List, and get out of here!